And we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Nerdarchy Ted here. Um, you know, for, this is Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds, and we're here to talk about a awesome contest. Throw it over to you, Ryan.
Contest and giveaway. Hey, Nerdarchy Ryan here. So we'll get into the details, but this is going to be a Tarrasque-sized giveaway. It's something to dwarf the inevitable and eventual invisible sun for Monte Cook Games that we have on the horizon. It's bigger than that. So to give you an idea of the scope and scale, it's like 10x of that, literally.
Yeah, I mean, when we decided to do that one, that's a tabletop role-playing game. Oh, by the way, guys, Nerdarchy Dave, how you guys doing?
Sucker here.
That's it. That's a role-playing game that goes for almost $200 freaking dollars, and I was so happy to be able to be like, all right, as soon as that comes out, two of you guys that are patrons, we're giving it to you. But here's the thing. This time what we're doing, we're actually going to give chances to win this prize for people that are not patrons. I repeat, you do not have to be a patron. We would love for you to be a patron. At the same time, we're also going to have a legacy position that kind of gives people that have been patrons with us, who are currently patrons with us right now, a little bit of a leg up because, well, frankly, they deserve it. They've been sort of supporting us for a long time. But at the same time, we don't want to exclude you guys just because maybe you don't have the means or you're not ready to jump on board with our Patreon. That's okay. We want everyone to at least have a shot. So when it's all said and done, you're going to get up to 6 chances to have your name in the hat to win this prize.
So the first 4 is if you're already a patron, as of September 1st, you got a shot already. You don't have to do anything else at that moment.
As long as you're still a patron in December when we do the drawing on, I believe the 10th is probably when it's going to happen.
So you have one already. We'll have one for October 1st, November 1st, and December 1st.
And let's clarify something. You could be a patron for $1, right? So right there, if you're not a patron, you decide to get on board with it right now, that is a total of $3 freaking. $3
freaking dollars for a Tarrasque-size prize, as Ryan says.
But I repeat, if you just joined, you do not have to be a patron to be eligible to win the prize. We have a path for you as well.
So there's a way to get up to 2 chances without spending a dime, if I'm correct.
That is correct. So, well, there's actually 3 chances.
Oh, wow.
There's 3. One is you create a piece of video content, or it could be audio content like a podcast, or you do a video, and then you take that piece of content and you share it in at least 2 media places. I think I have a list right here.
Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, Stumbled Upon, Reddit. Did I miss any, Dave?
Pinterest.
I always forget Pinterest.
Right. So, and if you bring one to us and we're like, oh yeah, that's viable too, just tag us, let us know that you did it some way. That piece of content gets shared there.
Right.
Now again, maybe you're not someone that makes videos or you don't have a podcast, but that's okay. Anyone can get a Vimeo account. Anyone can get a YouTube account. It's not a big deal. You can do that for free. It doesn't cost you any money to do that. And then you just got to share it in 2 places and let Nerdarchy know. And then we're going to tell you what you have to, what that piece of content has to be about in a little bit. The other thing is you could do a written piece of content. You could do a blog article, whether it's like a multi-press like WordPress or Blogger or any of the 50 million other ones that are out there that you can sign up for free. Again, all you have to do is write the article about what Nerdarchy is doing about this contest, and we'll have in the description of this video before after we're done talking to you guys, I'll put in like the actual rules to the contest and what you need, the information you need to have in there.
Because we don't want to spoil the surprise.
Yes. I mean, this is huge, guys. The thing, I can't even believe we're giving this away. I had actually broached the subject for our 20,000 viewers, and I had to settle on giving away the cube from Monte Cook. I went to the rest of the Nerdarchy with my idea, and they said, Dave, you lost your freaking mind.
Dave, you'll make us bankrupt doing this. Dave,
Yeah.
you'll let us in the poorhouse. will have to become actual legitimate murderer hobos to be able to even make this happen and work.
Pretty much. Oh, and I did forget the third way that you guys can get an entry into this contest for free.
And that's the blow our minds, right?
Blow Nerdarchy's minds. That is the final way. And I don't even know what this is, but when I see it, I'll know it. Again,
well, dude, it's like the definition of pornography, right? Like, I don't know what pornography is, but when I see it, I know it.
So, so basically, if you do something that, you know, falls into the criteria of it blows our mind, it's going to be worth this extra.
Here's an example, right? Here's a couple examples. One is you get a huge tattoo on your arm that meets all the requirements for a contest, which would be way more than $3. But anyway, that would be crazy and be like, all right, you got me there. Or you're a homeowner and you paint the whole side of your house in a mural that meets the requirements to the contest. That would probably qualify as well. And there's probably some other things out there that we're not thinking of. We're going to leave that for you guys to think of, to be creative. So, you know, 2 pieces of content, each one is an entry. The Blow Nerdarchy's Mind, that one's an entry. If you're already a patron of Nerdarchy, you have an entry. For the 3 months leading up to the drawing, October, November, December, if you happen to be patrons, each one of those is their own entry.
Now, again, to clarify, the patron subscriber chances only count if you are a patron when payment is collected December 1st.
Yes, yeah, they have to be in December's.
So now it's September 28th. You have essentially 48 hours to sign up for the October 1st patron rewards to get that entry. So if you want to have this chance, you need to have it now, because if you wait 72 hours, you're going to lose a chance. And
right. One less entry.
Have that chance for $1.
Ted, off the top of your head, do you know what our October giveaway is?
I believe we were doing, was it the set of dice and the dungeon tiles?
Or was it the module? The exclusive module.
Oh, that's right. The exclusive module and the dungeon tiles.
So yeah. So what was that? It was Cloud Giants Gambit or something like that.
Something along those lines. I don't have it.
It was basically the lead-in, the preamble adventure to Storm King's Thunder that we have a couple of copies of. So we were gonna give that to a random Patreon. It was going to be one of the giveaways.
Correct. Yeah, along with the dungeon tiles in October. So you would also be eligible for that as well. So that's coming. We have our October rewards. You would get those as well. So, you know, so in addition to the entry, you also have, you know, there's definitely things you will get as a patron, and then you also get the chance at our monthly giveaway. Now, guys, listen, there's several things that have happened in my lifetime that are like, they're memories that I'm going to always have, and they've basically imprinted themselves on my psyche. You know, I got married. I had 2 children. You know, each one of those experiences is going to forever be there. The first time I was able to take my family to Disneyland with my in-laws as a family trip was like freaking amazing. I bonded with Ted's dad, my father-in-law, like never before, and the kid, you know, Kayla going on the rides with her grandfather. It was a huge experience, and it's something I can't really put a price on. And this experience that we're giving away is of that magnitude. The other thing is when I got to go to Costa Rica and hang out with millionaires for like a week for this exclusive mastermind thing with my wife, that was really super cool as well. And I feel like this thing we're about to unveil is one of those things. It's one of those memories that you're going to have to take with you and cherish, and it's going to be a ton of fun. You know, we've been talking for about approximately 10 minutes now, so I guess it's time to unleash the Kraken.
All right. Well, before you unleash it, how many viewers do we have out there? You know,
we have 52 viewers.
52 people.
Hey guys, welcome.
Trying to find out what it is that we're talking about giving away. And since Dave, this was your idea, go ahead and drop the veil.
Okay.
Unload.
Expose yourself. I mean, what?
So a while back, we had already talked about the cruise Fan2Sea. I've already signed up for it. I'm already going. Apparently, a handful of other people have already signed up under our promo code, which at the time was was giving a 5% discount. But I renegotiated, and I got them up to a 10% discount for you guys. I had to fight a little bit. I had to wrestle. Someone went in a headlock. I used the camel clutch. So it's now a 10% discount with the Nerdarchy promo code for the Fan2Sea. But guess what? There's more. There's something else we got for you guys. We got a cabin to give away. That's right. One of you guys is going on a 4-night cruise, Comic-Con cruise, and Nerdarchy is going to be there. And you know we're going to throw down some funny shaped dice with your ass if you're on that boat with us. So here's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. And they also lowered their price again too. So it's even cheaper now if you book a cabin with three or four people in it. And the awesome thing is, I'm like, well, what if somebody decides to go and they book a room, but they win the raffle, right? Well, if that happens, it will refund your money. You still get to go for free. I wanted to make sure you guys get the best deal I could possibly finagle for you.
Now let's make this clear. We're giving away a cabin. That is up to 4 people that get to go on this thing, free of charge.
That is correct. And what that includes is your cabin and all of your food. And then all of the events. Each day there is like 2 to 4 ticketed events, but they're out of I went through and checked it out because I was curious. So there's a handful of ticketed events, but out of 29 to 33 events total for the day. So there is a lot going on. Like there's more events than there is hours in the day. One of the other things that they told me was the cruise ship is the Brilliance, and it holds like 5,000 and some people, but they're only booking like 2,200 people because they don't want people stuck on a boat waiting in line. They want you guys doing cool stuff. Each day they're going to outfit the boat with a different theme, and each night they have a different theme dinner. So there is all kinds of cool things going on with that. Someone asked, as a Canadian, am I eligible? Yes, you are, but here's the deal. We are only giving the cabin away and the trip away. You have to get to Tampa to get to the boat, and you have to have a passport. So those you guys are responsible for, but we've got the cabin for you, and we have the cruise for you, and it's for you and up to 3 other people. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Take your family, take your friends. Like, it just sounds like an awesome time. Yeah. So
grab 3 random people off the street.
or that.
Maybe you're a dude or a lady that struggles with your preferred sex. For a free cruise, I'm thinking you could probably get a couple dates.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that got dark. Yeah, no, but so
there's nothing dark about that.
So there's some people from Stranger Things that are going to be aboard. There's some people from Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's that element of sort of like media guests that are going to be there hanging out. So that's really cool. Friggin' Frank Miller is going to be there, which I've heard he's kind of a crotchety gentleman, but he made some freaking awesome things. When you think about Sin City and The Watchmen and his epic run on like 80s Daredevil, like that shit right there, like he can be a dick to me because he just makes awesome things.
Well, there's going to be writers and artists from Marvel and DC Comics. So depending upon who you favor, your person might be there.
Yeah.
Someone just asked, will there be booze? I believe Todd asked, will there be booze? There will be booze, but it's not included, unfortunately. Nerdarchy Dave will be paying for his own booze.
Well, I'm going to look into that. Like, I do want to look into the idea of like, can you bring a cooler stuff? Because like that is the one thing that I do want to be like cruised and boozed a little bit. So.
Or a lot of it, whatever it takes.
A lot of it. I mean, you're going on vacation. So why not?
Is that the time to play Drunken and Dragons?
Drinking Quest. We could play some Drinking Quest. Yeah.
So I actually have the itinerary that we're not allowed to release. So let me put it in the chat. No. Actually, that chat will go away, but I don't think they'll appreciate it if I did it. Like every night they've got.
You can't be the WikiLeaks of this shit now.
Yeah, every night they have the cosplay karaoke, which I know Nerdarchy Nate was interested in. Yeah, he probably wants to do the Nerdarchy Nate bonnet cosplay.
No. I think he found it amusing because he wants to watch, not necessarily partake.
Well, that's
no. He's got to do it. He's got to do it. I mean, I guess I have to like start working out so I could do a decent cosplay or something. I don't know. Figure out something I can do with a beard. I guess I'll just be Walter White. Yeah. There we go.
So Armada Games is hosting all the gaming, and there's supposed to be a ton of that. People from Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be there. Walking Dead, Stranger Things. There's a handful of podcasts that are going to be there. We got Comic Book Club, Geek Hard, Star Wars Minute.
Is there band Flux Capacitors that are planning to be there?
Yep. There's Nerdlesque All Stars is going to be going on. I don't know if that's a every night thing or if that's just one of the nights.
So that's basically like nerd and geek culture burlesque happening, which I can't turn down that. So
no. There's the guy. I believe it's Brian Stillman. He's actually involved in 2 different documentaries. One is involving the art from D&D. And cool. I should have highlighted this stuff so I can easier find it.
The other one is about plastic Star Wars toys.
Yes. Yeah. So he's going to be hosting I think 2 different screenings of those. They're going to be doing a ton of different movie marathons. There's going to be panels just like you would expect at a comic book convention.
Well, here's the thing about the movie screenings, because all right, I could probably get away with leaking this one little thing. One little detail. Shh, don't tell anyone internet. But I think the movie screenings are happening poolside, so you can hang out in a freaking pool and watch some cool geeky movies of some stripe and variety that I can't actually give details of.
I can tell you that they've got movie marathons every day as well as midnight movies. So if you want to go watch movies on a boat in a pool. Yeah, you've got some serious options here.
Asked if they could bring their 1-year-old. I'm bringing my kids. So, I don't see why not. I mean, you can put any 3. I don't know. I imagine, it's like an airplane. Even though that kid doesn't really take up space on a seat, they would probably make you buy the seat. So that would be one of your 3 other people.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of it might be. We could look at you'd have to look into the bylaws of the whole thing. But on airplanes, I know they have lap child. Basically, if the child is young enough to do the flight in your lap, then I think they don't actually take up a space. I don't know if the cruise operates under this parameters or not. So
easiest thing to do is you could contact them.
Yeah, we're gonna put a link to the Fan2Sea. So, guys, for the free entries, there's a couple things that we want from you, and that is we want you to talk about the Nerdarchy promo code that gets someone 10% off. We want you to talk about the Nerdarchy contest. We want you to obviously talk about Fan2Sea and how cool this thing is going to be. And then a link back to this video that you're watching right now, as well as a link to the Fan2Sea site. So I'll put that stuff together, and I'm going to put it in the description of this video, so you guys can find it pretty easy.
Now, so we should. What is that promo code? Even if somebody just oh, that's cool, I'm just gonna book now. So what is that promo code again?
The promo code is just Nerdarchy.
It's just Nerdarchy.
There we go.
The word Nerdarchy gets you 10% off. So, on a high ticket item like this, that's going to save you quite a few bucks.
So now I will tell you that the content you create, you can't just passively mention, oh, there's this thing and here's this promo code. You gotta do the bulk or the focus of your video or blog post is this thing.
Right. If you're doing a podcast that's 3 hours and you do 10, do a 5-minute mention, that I don't think that's sufficient. It's got to be about the contest, about the Fan2Sea event. If you do a video or whatever, I don't really care how long it is, as long as you hit all the bullet points and get what needs to be in the description and people know what your video is about essentially. And again, for the Blow Nerdarchy's mind, I don't know how you're going to do that one. That's completely up to you. I can't wait to see what people come up with.
All right, I'm picturing an awesome photo, right, of like Ewoks in a sea battle, like they're on like sea ships, like fighting each other, and then like somehow in the description, like everything else describes like the fantasy thing and the promo code and this and that, but you have like this epic diorama of Ewoks fighting ship to ship. So it's like an Ewok pirate battle essentially. Do you think that would do the trick?
Maybe if it's got the other information in there. So I'm picturing a wall. Someone
that would blow my mind.
That would blow your mind. I was picturing someone sitting by the fireplace, overstuffed chair, smoking jacket, maybe a pipe, and with some trophy heads on the wall behind them. And it's our heads with each Nerdarchist plaqued underneath of it, and then the important information maybe sitting on a little coffee table with a little stand-up placard or something.
But Dave, if they come and chop our heads off, it's gonna kind of make the cruise suck a little bit.
It's gonna suck for us. It might still be awesome for them.
Oh, wow.
It'll be hard to draw names out of a hat that way.
That's true.
Indeed.
Unless you get on Ted.
So there's one thing that we had discussed a little bit too, is we do have several people that happen to be patrons of ours, and they also donate articles to us at Nerdarchy. Now, those guys, they're qualified by being patrons, but they can't write an article about what we're doing on Nerdarchy and give them an entry. They have to go do it somewhere else, just because we feel like that would be unfair to you guys, because not everybody has the ability to do that. We want to keep the free stuff a level playing field.
Right.
Do it with pirate Ewoks is what I'm reading.
Yeah.
What if I ran naked into a populated city square holding a big Bristol board containing all the criteria? You know what? If you can get that filmed or photographed so we can see it, that might just do it.
That might qualify. Oh, yeah, that would blow my mind. Somebody going streaking for Nerdarchy's sake? Yes.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Like, I want the Nerdarchy like symbol, like body painted on somebody's chest, and then like the sign, like that would be fucking hilarious.
So that was Andrew Pert that put that, but Hawkeye 277 responded saying the police would sure know about the cruise, Andrew.
Oh yes, solid.
Hey, sure, that works. We're definitely down with going on the cruise with some police officers as well. So that's our big announcement. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I hope you guys are excited as we are. I hope you think it's a cool prize as we do, and that I don't know.
And even aside from the prize aspect of it, like the more substantial the discount, I think, is great too. Because like a 5% discount on something that's kind of a big ticket item, all right, that's kind of okay, but it still feels a little chintzy. So like a 10% discount feels substantial, and I'm really happy that we're able to get that.
Yeah, one of my arguments when I was wrestling with the guys was like, I'm embarrassed to mention the discount. Like, can you guys work with me a little bit here? Like, give me something to bring that back to my people, because one, it's really cool that I'm going to go on this thing and have fun, but it would be so much cooler if some of you guys were going to be on the boat with me and we could play some D&D or some Cypher system or whatever's going on.
I really want to run Dread, and this could be the perfect occasion for it to happen. Just saying, like Dread with the Jenga Tower, like if I could keelhaul a few people into doing that, that'd be a lot of fun. So
if there's a storm, you have to do it that day.
Yeah, absolutely. The perfect storm. No, I think we were talking about making it like Trapped on a Boat with Nerdarchy might be the title of it, actually.
Nice. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, in the chat over here. Is this a good prize? Do you think? How did we do? I think there's probably going to be I got a hell yeah, so I guess someone agrees it's a good prize.
A slight lag, but yeah.
yeah, slight lag. Yeah, someone had said, I hope the prize is going to be Nerdarchy runs a campaign and they're selecting the players. for it. And as cool as that would be, I guess, to play to run a campaign and play with you guys,
Well,
I think this is better. I mean, this could literally for some people be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like I personally, I don't know how things are for you guys at home, but I personally have not been on a legitimate vacation with my family since I took them all to Disney World. And my daughter, I think, was 3 then, or 4 from the background there. I hear a voice. She was 4. She's 12 now. So it's been 8 years. So that's why I think this is such a big deal to me, because it's 8 year span, since the last time we went on a family vacation of even close to this magnitude. I'm sorry, guys. The chat is going crazy. Awesome prize. Hambre approves. My wife says yes.
Nice. Yeah, this is great.
Rep Bruck with some rude stuff.
Rats.
So
that's really cool.
That guy doesn't need to win. He can afford to go. His family owns like 10 ranches or something in Texas. They own half of Texas.
Yeah, they're big in the cattle industry. So I don't know. Apparently, he's blacksmithing stuff. I want to check out some of the stuff he's blacksmithing.
All right, so we get Rhett to buy a couple cabins and run some the next Monster Hunter game on the ship.
No, fuck that, dude. Like rustle some steers and we got a goddamn steak dinner. There we are.
Someone just asked if Scott was going. So we don't know if Scott's going yet. The vote is not in. We wouldn't know. Is that a deal breaker for you guys, or is that an incentive for you guys?
Scott's like, hey, if you hang out with Scott, he's a super sweet, awesome guy. So like, people might have different opinions, and like, I don't. Gaming wise, like everything is not like run a line with me and him, but like as far as a human being, like he's the nicest effing guy you'll ever meet.
He just gets crazy.
There is that.
He just gets crazy when you turn on the camera. he loses his mind.
Yeah, some people just lose their mind.
Yeah.
And if you ask him, Scott says that he's a much better DM than he is a player. So.
That's funny. I will share a personal story about Scott with you guys, and it didn't come to this, but it really did touch me deeply, because I guess it was like last September when my wife had lost her job. She'd been at the same job for like 10 years, and and this isn't to diminish anybody that I know or have been friends with or anything like that. It just speaks volumes for Scott. I'd only known Scott at that time for maybe a year. And when I told him, in all seriousness, like, he stopped, he paused, he thought about it. And he's like, me and Leanne, we're okay. If you need some help, we can help you guys out. And it didn't come to that, but I will cherish that memory for forever, because I really appreciate it, his sincerity and just his decency as a person to even offer that, really touched me. And that's just the kind of guy he is. He's literally the kind of person that would give you the shirt off his back. So my Scott moment.
Nerds here.
Yeah.
This is my first time hearing that story. So wow. Yeah. And I already thought he was a really decent dude. So,
he definitely he walks the he walks the walk and talks the talk, and he's pretty true to himself, and he's just a genuinely good guy. He's just crazy when you turn on the camera and he plays D&D.
Yeah, and he plays like psychotic wizards apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's his it's definitely his thing.
All right, so shall we look to bring this thing ashore, or do we have anything else we should go over?
Land ho?
I think that pretty much wraps it up. I have to call in to work at like 4 a.m. to find out if I'm working or not. But we got new news. I should probably not keep the chat on when I'm doing this, because it totally distracts me. But it's great. I love you guys and this stuff you say. New Nerdarchy T-shirt. I grok Scott.
Might have to be a thing.
Yeah. So that's definitely cool. Someone had sent me a picture with Scott's face on it, like a sketch of Scott, and I forget what it said, but it was hilarious. And the fact that they did the sketch, it was amazing. Like,
I feel like it
so
needs
good.
to be and good luck.
And good luck. Oh yeah. I love that saying as well. I even had I had to
Yeah.
channel a little inner Scott Garibay on our last game.
All right, so guys, you're gonna have the in the description all the contest rules down below. Sign up for Patreon right now to get your entries. Stay a
And your
patron through
rewards.
December, and your rewards, of course.
I designed a goddamn archetype for monks. 4 months. 4 months, 5 months.
And if if you decide that you want to just start purchasing now, we'll see you on the cruise.
Absolutely. I guess with that, you know what we do around here. Until next time, stay nerdy.